What's good, guys? Fantasy Joe here with some breaking news. Before I hop into it, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button on the video, and let me know where you guys are taking Tyreek Hill in drafts after he was just traded for a haul to the Miami Dolphins. So yeah, let me know, and I'm gonna hop right into this. So let's discuss the details. Let's discuss the details of the trade. So Tyreek Hill got traded to the Miami Dolphins for a 2022 first round pick, number 29 overall, a second round pick, number 50, a fourth round pick, and then a fourth and a sixth round pick in the 2023 draft is what they got. So the Chiefs get an absolute haul. And Tyreek, the reason he wanted out of Kansas City in the first place is because to he wanted more money. They become to a stall in contract negotiations, and it's been reported that they even offered to make him the highest paid receiver in the league, more than Devontae got, and that wasn't good enough for him. He is 2 years younger than Devontae, so I understand that from his perspective. But this has huge, huge implications for fantasy. And when you just see all that the Miami Dolphins have given up for him, as well as add that in with the likelihood of them giving him a massive contract now to make him the highest paid by a considerable margin receiver in football. Probably looking at, I would guess, close to $80 million guaranteed in that deal. Devontae is coming off $67.5 million guaranteed in his deal. If they were so far off, you gotta imagine it's a good amount of money. So I would guess at least $80 million guaranteed for Tyreek Hill. All this goes to say, when you give up all this, you do all this, Miami is going to be dead set on getting Tyreek Hill the ball. I think this probably moves him, though, from a top 5 wide receiver in fantasy to probably, you know, top 10, top 12. I think he's a back end wide receiver one. I do think they're going to be creative. Their head coach McDaniel's that just came from San Francisco and getting him the ball. We saw that they used Deebo Samuel, and there was rumors of them using Jalen Waddle in that role. Now Tyreek Hill is going to be that guy. Obviously, not Tyreek. Jalen Waddle is a huge loser of this trade. Just you get a guy like Tyreek Hill on your team, and you're going to all of a sudden get a lot less targets, a lot less opportunities. He can still be good for fantasy, but the hype that was building around him for fantasy this offseason is definitely hurt by this. Tua is a huge winner for fantasy, and I think one of the biggest losers is Patrick Mahomes. We really haven't seen him play a ton of football without Tyreek Hill, and you lose a dynamic receiver who last year, as you can see, 2021, 159 targets, 111 receptions for that team, over 1,200 yards and 9 touchdowns. The year before, 15 touchdowns. Yeah, it's just a huge loss for Mahomes. I do think this moves him down my quarterback rankings. He will not be my number one player. He probably wouldn't have been before either way, though, to be honest with you. But yeah, he's a huge loser of this. I think a winner is Travis Kelce. I think he'll get more targets, but honestly, he's easier to stop now because teams can focus on him. I do imagine that the Chiefs will probably use some of this draft capital they've acquired to go after receivers. There's been rumors they're probably going to sign MBS, or MBS is coming in for a visit. But putting MBS in a Tyreek Hill size hole is not going to fix your problems. You got to imagine they're going to bring in somebody else. But yeah, I mean, I think when you look at Tyreek Hill's stats this year, like you look at his 2021 stats, a great year for sure. But this is what he did with Patrick Mahomes, arguably the best quarterback in football currently, or at least top 3, top 5. Um, it's like that's the stat line he put up. Imagine what turns into now that he has Tua on his as his quarterback. I have to imagine that those numbers come down. Even if he comes out and gets 160 targets again, it's like this is probably best case scenario for him. If he gets more targets, or is more involved in that role, it's probably a similar year to what he had last year, which I think was somewhat of a disappointment to people that drafted him off of the 15 touchdown year in 2020. But yeah, if I'm a Tyreek Hill dynasty owner, I'm definitely concerned with this deal. Uh, like I said, there's been enough. He's a good player. He's a great player, and there's been enough devoted to him that that he's going to get the ball. He's going to give every opportunity to succeed, and they have a plan for him. But like I said, anytime you go from Patrick Mahomes to Tua Tagovailoa, there's going to be a drop off there, production wise. At least I think so. Let me know where you guys are taking Tyreek Hill in drafts. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, hit me up in the comments, and I'll respond to you guys and let you know what I think. Until next time, this has been Fantasy Joe. Thank you guys for watching.